You are watching the 2015 SCAC Women's Basketball Media Days. I'm joined now from Texas Lutheran University, head coach Mel Dixon and Taylor Dydalewicz, senior guard on the team. Guys, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
So, Coach, I'll start with you. How's the preseason been so far, and what's kind of the expectation for the new season?
So far it's been good. Kids are working hard, trying to put in some new stuff that we haven't done here in the past. They're picking it up pretty well. We've got a good group of kids coming back from last year. Added a couple of one transfer and a few freshmen, and I think we're going to be okay.
So talk a little bit about the new class that you have coming in. What have you seen out of the freshmen so far?
Well, just like all freshmen, they are on a learning curve, and right now they're, one day they look like they know what they're doing, and then the next day not so much. But I think eventually they'll pick it up. We don't do anything, real hard to pick up, but and when I recruit them, I tell them it's a totally different game from high school basketball. It's a lot more physical than what they play in high school, and the game lasts extra quarter that they're not used to playing. So strength is probably the weakness of all incoming freshmen. They're not physically strong enough to compete at the college level right out of high school. Now, there's been a few we've had that could, but it's very few and far between. So we spent a lot of time in the weight room getting them up to speed there, and then between that and then the actual on-court stuff, we feel like they're going to come along and help us quite a bit. And then we've added one transfer from Kingsville. I think that she's going to step in and help us quite a bit also.
Taylor just recently named preseason All-American. What does that mean to you?
I personally, it's really exciting, but I can't look too deep into it. Can't let it get to my head. I just need to go out and continue to play the game like I know how to.
So, how are you feeling about the upcoming season, Taylor? What are you looking forward to out of it?
I am looking for a conference championship, but so far in the preseason, I think I've seen, or across the team, we've seen a lot of intensity. We've come out this year. I think the returners all know where we want to be, where we know we should have been last year, and I think we're determined to get back into the winning position this year.
Coach, what is the team and maybe the coaching staff as well focused on improving in the offseason to get ready for the new year?
Well, we lost 3 or 4 starters. So, I mean, it's been a total change, but the way I do things or the way our staff does things, it's not necessarily the best 5 play at start the game. We've had depth here in the past where we could play 2 groups of 5, and we'll play 5 for 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then here comes 5 more. That's ideally what we'd like to do, to push the ball, make people run. By the end of the ball game, well, now we're in quarters as opposed to halves. In the second half of a lot of games, that's when we pulled away the last 10 minutes. Hopefully we can do that same thing, and just developing to see if we've got 10 that we can trust in a game. And right now that's what we're working on, to see who can go and who can't. And but that's our philosophy. It's been there ever since I've been here, and it's going to remain that way. But right now we probably have, I would guess, 8 that I would trust in a game. If we can find those 2 others, then we'll go 5 and 5. If not, we'll just have to spread minutes around like most of the other teams in our conference do. So right now we're just looking for those other 2 missing parts.
Taylor, how do you feel that you've changed as a player during the offseason? Was there something that you focused on improving in your game?
Right now, I am improving or looking to improve my rebounding. I think that was one of my weaknesses last year. I think offensively, that was my strong point last year. So now I'm trying to improve my defensive game.
All right, Coach, last question for you. What is one word that you would use to describe your team for the new year?
Taylor's telling me to say awesome. We're competitive.
All right, Texas Lutheran University head coach Mel Dixon, Taylor Dydalewicz, preseason All-American on the team. Guys, thanks for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thanks.